Hello guys, in this video we are going to see the 8 tips coming directly from sleep experts to improve your sleep. Jeff Bezos recently said that he needs 8 hours of sleep every night and he prioritizes sleep rather than working too many hours. He said that if you shortchange your sleep, you might get a couple of extra productive hours, but that productivity might be an illusion. Sleep plays a very important role in all body and brain processes. It improves your brain, your arteries, your heart, your skin, your immunity, your mood, your muscle growth, and many more. Numerous studies have found that insufficient sleep increases a person's risk of developing serious medical conditions, including depression, cardiovascular disease, obesity, diabetes, and a lot more. Sleep hasn't been taken seriously enough, many people claiming not to have the time and saying, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," you all know that expression. But scientists are now starting to agree that getting enough high-quality sleep may be as important to health and well-being than exercise and nutrition. So what are the tips from sleep experts to improve your sleep? The first is to be more outside during the day. Our circadian rhythm is all the physical, mental, and behavioral changes that follow a 24-hour cycle. It's directly responding to the lights and to dark. When our eyes see lights, it increases the production of cortisol, the hormone that awakens us. And when it's becoming dark, our body produces more melatonin to make it easier to fall asleep. In the ancient ages, it was really easy to maintain a healthy circadian rhythm. Humans spent a lot of time outside, so they were in the light, especially the blue light from the sun, most of the day. And when it was dark, they didn't have bright lights or screens that prevented the melatonin from being liberated. Our modern world has made it very difficult for the brain to know what time it is. We are often staying inside all day, and then behind our screens with blue lights in the evening, so it's making it even more difficult for our brain to know what time it is. This could lead to a chronic disruption of our circadian rhythm and many more health problems to come. The best you can do for your sleep is to take more light during the day. The best light is the natural light from the sun, which is the most important mechanism that helps sync our internal body clock to the outside world. Go outside early in the morning. Take a walk. The earlier you can be outside, the better you will be able to sleep at night. Studies have shown that staying outside in the sun rays for around 15 to 30 minutes every morning increases the quality of the sleep. Moreover, try to spend time outside. For example, go for a walk during the lunch hour or go for walks or picnics in the countryside on the weekends. The production of melatonin in the evening is very positively affected by the light exposure during the day. Second tip is less light in the evening. Melatonin is a hormone that your brain produces in response to darkness. The artificial blue light emitted by your devices makes your body produce more daytime hormones such as cortisol and less melatonin. Under such conditions, your body isn't well prepared for a good night's sleep. Try to limit lights in the evening, especially blue lights from electronic devices that are the most damaging to your melatonin production. You can either stop all screens 90 minutes before bed, which is in my opinion the best way, or use a blue light blocker that blocks blue light at a certain time of your day on your devices. There are even red glasses that are completely blocking all kinds of blue lights. Third tip is to know and respect your chronotype. Each individual has an internal clock, which is genetic. Some individuals consider themselves as early larks, meaning they function better when they go to sleep around 9 or 10 p.m. and when they wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. Those early larks are really feeling like their best selves early in the morning, and they are considered morning people. They can accomplish their most important tasks in the morning. On the other hand, we have night owls that thrive at night time and are feeling better when going to sleep after midnight and waking up after 9 a.m. Those people feel more productive during the evening. So you need to clearly identify what is your natural chronotype. Are you an early lark, a night owl, something in between? And then you need to try to respect it to the maximum so your brain and body function better. At what time do you prefer to wake up? Are you more a 6 a.m. person or 8 a.m. person? Once you identify your favorite time to wake up, try to wake up every day at that time, even on weekends. It's not good for your body to have a jet lag between your weeks and your weekends. And then when you have your favorite wake-up time, you just need to calculate the best moment for you to go to bed so you have enough quality sleep. If you are an early bird, do not stay awake until midnight to watch your favorite Netflix show. Go to bed early, and you would probably feel better by sleeping early and having more precious time during the morning. If on the other side you're a night owl and hate early mornings, don't try to wake up at 5 because some millionaire says that it's the only way to succeed. You would be better off doing all your important tasks when you feel it's better for you, and then have enough sleep. You just need to fit your 7 to 9 hours of sleep, whatever it is you truly need, in the best way that fits your preference about night and day activities. Tip number 4 is avoid caffeine after noon. Everyone enjoys a nice cup of coffee after lunch. However, caffeine takes a very long time to be eliminated by your body. As you can see, this graph shows how much caffeine is still in your body several hours after your last cup. Half-life of caffeine is around 6 hours, meaning that after 6 hours, half of the caffeine is still present in your body. So if you take a last cup at 2 p.m., at bedtime you will still have around 30 to 40% of caffeine from that cup. Why exactly does caffeine disturb our sleep? So there is a molecule called adenosine that builds up in our brains during the day and then in the evening. This molecule makes us feel relaxed and even sleepy. And caffeine can fit on adenosine receptors because of its similar structure. So that's why when you have caffeine, adenosine doesn't get properly metabolized and prevents you to feel sleepy as you should feel. Tip number 5 is limit or avoid alcohol consumption. Many people think alcohol helps them to sleep, whereas alcohol is only sedating them. Alcohol helps us to fall asleep, but it's not real benefic sleep. It doesn't allow the body to get into deep repair. Sleep, especially the REM phase, when dreams occur, is when memories get cemented into our minds. And alcohol blocks that REM sleep. And as a result, drinking can make you forget new information, even if the drinking happens days after the learning took place. There was an experiment with Professor Matthew Walker, where 3 groups of students were asked to learn some new information. Group 1 was drinking 3 ounces of vodka on the first night after learning, Group 2 drinking 3 ounces of vodka on the third night after learning, and Group 3 didn't drink alcohol at all. The results were that the Group 1 forgot, they were tested days later, and Group 1 forgot 50% of what they had learned, and Group 2 had forgotten 40%. So this shows that even little drinks a few days after learning something new can have a real impact on your memory. If you are trying to be better at your job or at school, you should consider stopping or really limiting your alcohol intake. Tip number 6 is to lower your room temperature. Our circadian rhythm also controls our body temperature. It's called thermoregulation. So when it's time for your body to sleep, your body temperature drops automatically. If your room temperature is too high, it's quite a challenge for your body to get its temperature lower, and therefore to get into the state of deep sleep. The ideal room temperature is shown to be around 19 degrees Celsius. Tip number 7 is to do nothing stressful before bedtime. Have you ever watched a thriller just before bedtime? Or had a conversation with someone that stressed you out at 10 p.m. and then you were unable to relax? You probably had enough melatonin and adenosine to fall asleep, but then your brain liberated other hormones, vigilance hormones, like cortisol and histamine, that prevented you from feeling the sleepiness. A stress, whether it's positive or negative, not only increases the levels of cortisol in your body, but it also increases your body temperature, which we saw earlier needs to be going down before bedtime. So the best way to avoid this is to control all your activities before you slip into your sheets. Don't look at your various social networks. Don't watch anything too sad or too stressful. If you can control what gets in your mind, you will be much more peaceful every night, and you will be able to immerse yourself in a wonderful sleep. Tip number 8 is to prepare next day in advance. The main reason why people find themselves thinking and thinking again in their bed and unable to fall asleep is when they didn't clearly prepare the next day. So they are trying to prepare their to-do list in their heads in the worst moment. I need to do this tomorrow and then that. I must not forget to call XYZ. So they are generating more stress, vigilance, and preventing sleepiness to fully take its place. So during the evening, prepare your clothes for the next day, make a to-do list of all the things that you will need to do, so you don't forget anything and you can go to bed relaxed. You can even plan your whole week in advance on Sundays, so you are even more prepared and relaxed. That's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I wish you a very nice day and a very nice sleep ahead. If you like this video, please subscribe. I will be talking about many subjects around money, mind, and health level up.